Hello, I am SquidofLove, welcome back. In this video we are going to continue taking a look at the weapons of Star Citizen, the weapons that are available for raiding with Rec in the electronic part of the store, and more specifically we will focus today on size 2 weapons in order to discover which one is the best, but also which of these weapons suit our playstyle and which should we go after in order to create a more personal loadout. The size 2 category of weapons in Star Citizen has the most weapons, 8 in total, so let's go ahead and start taking a look at their stats and of course how they are performing in combat. We are going to start with the lasers, and more specifically the M4A Laser Cannon, which has the fastest projectile speed of all size 2 weapons at 2.6k meters per second. Its range is decent for a laser weapon at 1k 950 meters, and its damage per burst is at 64 while its DPS can go up to 192. Thanks to its very good damage and its decent rate of fire, the M4A Laser Cannon is a very good option for fighting and it can destroy your targets quite easily, but even if you are not familiar with this weapon, it does not overheat very easily, so you will be able to keep the pressure on your enemies and eventually destroy them. Let's continue with the CF-117 Badger Repeater, which has the best range out of all laser size 2 weapons, but also has a very high rate of fire. Its projectile speed is at 2.5k meters per second. Its range, which is the best of all laser weapons, is at 3k 125 meters. And its damage is quite low at 29, but thanks to its very good rate of fire, its DPS can go up to 241.67. Its insanely rate of fire is what makes this weapon very useful and will allow you to attack, to keep firing at your targets for quite a while, keep the pressure on them and force them to make a mistake. But it is also its biggest drawback because it makes the weapon to overheat faster than the M4A Laser Cannon, and this might create some problems. But it is a very good option for fighting and you should not ignore it because of the low damage per burst. As for the next weapon, we are going to take a look at the Omnisky VI, which has the best damage and DPS of all size 2 laser weapons. Its projectile speed is not that high at 1k 985, its range is at almost 3k meters, 2k 977.50. Both are quite decent. The projectile speed might create some problems if you are not very careful with your shots, but the damage at 97 and the DPS at 258.67 make the Omnisky VI a very nice option. The great damage of the Omnisky VI makes it an excellent option for fighting, and it will destroy your targets very fast if you can hit them. Its biggest drawback though is the fact that it overheats very fast, very easily, and if you are missing your shots, you are gonna have some serious problem with your power management. So you should only use the Omnisky VI if you are careful and precise enough. Let's go ahead now and take a look at the ballistic weapons of the size 2 category, starting with the Tarantula GT-870, a very reliable weapon with good accuracy. Its projectile speed is at 1k 510 meters per second only, so you will have to be careful when firing, in order not to miss of course. Its range is quite good, after all it is a ballistic weapon, and ballistic weapons have higher, better range than laser weapons, at 5k 662.50 meters. And its damage per burst is at 100. Like I said, the Tarantula GT-870 is a very reliable weapon and will destroy your targets fast if you keep hitting at them and not missing your shots. Of course it has the drawback of generating heat very fast, it overheats quite fast if you keep spamming shots with it, but it is an excellent option for fighting and I have to say one of my favorite size 2 weapons at the moment. The next one is the Sawbuck, which is a ballistic repeater, and because of this it has a higher rate of fire than ballistic cannons like the Tarantula. Its projectile speed is at 1k 170 meters per second, lower than the Tarantula, but thanks to its rate of fire, its DPS will be better if you manage to hit your targets. Its range is at 5k 265 and its damage per burst is at 180. The real problem with the Sawbuck is the fact that it fires bursts of 3 projectiles and this is making it a very hard weapon to use. You will have to become familiar with it, you will have to practice a lot with this weapon in order to use it effectively. It does not overheat as much as the Tarantula, but it is very hard to land all of your shots. And this is why I don't prefer this weapon over the Tarantula, although its damage and rate of fire are quite good. Let's go ahead now in another category of weapons, the mass driver, starting with the Strife mass driver, which has quite good accuracy and high projectile speed. Its projectile speed is at 1k950 meters per second, while its range is very good at 6k 630 meters. Its damage per burst is also very good at 197.60. The rate of fire of this weapon is very low, but it can be devastating. If you manage to hit your enemies, you can destroy them very fast. Another drawback is the fact that it has a very low ammo, so you will have to be very careful when firing. Every missed shot is gonna hurt you more than with other weapons. It is a very nice option if you are careful at aiming and want to have some really good burst damage, but you will have to combine it with other weapons in order to use it effectively. Next is the second mass driver of the size 2 category, the Sledge 2 mass driver cannon, which has the best range out of all size 2 weapons at 7k 140 meters, but also a very good projectile speed at 2100 meters per second. Its damage is also quite good at 188. This weapon has a decent rate of fire, and this is creating some problems because it overheats very fast. So after a couple of shots you will have serious problems with your power management. It makes the weapon not effective at all. It will be very hard to use it, will be very hard to continue firing at your targets and kill them if you only use this type of weapon. You will have to combine it with other weapons in order to soften your targets first and deal the final blow with the Sledge 2 mass driver cannon. I would not recommend it, especially for beginners. It is a frustrating weapon to use if you keep overheating all the time. And last but definitely not least is the Neutron cannon, the NN14 Neutron cannon, the shotgun-like category of weapons in Star Citizen. Its projectile speed is not the best, 1.6 meters per second only, and of course the range is very low at 720. You have to be very close to your target in order to use this weapon effectively. The damage is of course excellent, 241. The DPS is the same because the rate of fire is not the best. This weapon has some serious drawbacks, such as the short range. You will have to be very close to your target in order to hit them and use it effectively, but also of course the fact that it overheats very fast. But it is devastating. One well-played shot can destroy your targets very easily. It is an excellent weapon if you can close your distance fast and hit your target without missing any of your shots. So these were all the size 2 weapons that are available for raiding with Wreck at the moment in Star Citizen. Obviously some are better than others. Let's talk about lasers. I do like a lot the CF-117 Badge Repeater because of the insanely high rate of fire. It does overheat faster than the M4A Laser Cannon, but it will allow you to fire at your targets for quite a long time, so that won't be a real problem. Also its DPS is quite higher if you can manage to hit your shots. The M4A Laser Cannon is a more balanced option if you are a new player in Star Citizen, and it will help you become better and learn how to fight, how to be more effective in fighting. As for the Omnisky VI, I don't really like it. It has great damage, it seems like a very good weapon, but you will have to be very precise or else you will overheat very fast. As for the ballistic weapons, my favorite is the Tarantula GT-870. It is actually my favorite size 2 weapon and I use it all the time. I try to use it all the time. It overheats fast, so you will have to be very careful, but it is a much better option than the Sawbuck, which is very hard to use with its burst of 3 projectiles. I don't like the mass drivers. They are nice, they have nice damage, but they overheat fast, they are hard to use. Well, the Strife mass drive doesn't overheat fast, but is very hard to kill targets by itself. It has a very bad rate of fire, and they both have a low ammo, so you will have to replenish your ammunition faster than with other weapons, than with the ballistic weapons, for example. This is not a problem at the moment in the Arena Commander, but it will be a problem in the persistent universe later. And the Neutron Cannon is excellent if you like close range combat, if you can manage to close the distance to your target fast and hit him hard with the Neutron Cannon, the NN-14 Neutron Cannon, it might be a very good option. A nice combination of these two size weapons that I also use currently is the CF-117 Badge Repeaters combined with the Tarantula GT-870. They are very reliable weapons and they will help you become better and of course kill your targets. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. Thank you for joining me. I'm SquidofLove and I will see you next time. Bye bye.